The clock struck midnight in our cramped dorm room at UCLA, and in a haze of cheap wine and unspoken tension, I leaned in and kissed Jordan. Her lips were soft, hesitant at first, then yielding in a way that sent electricity through my veins, but the next morning she pulled away, her eyes wide with panic, whispering, "Jocelyn, this can't happen, we're just friends." That kiss wasn't just a mistake. It was the spark that ignited a firestorm, forcing us to confront secrets we'd buried deep, and by the end, it would cost us everything we held dear. I stared at the ceiling, my heart pounding like a drum in my chest. What had I done? Jordan was my best friend, the one person who understood the chaos of my life, the overbearing parents back in Texas who expected me to be the perfect daughter, straight A's, straight path, no deviations. But last night, under the glow of string lights we'd hung for our movie marathon, the air had thickened with something more. We'd been laughing about some stupid rom-com, her head on my shoulder, and suddenly the world narrowed to just us. The kiss replayed in my mind, her breath catching, my hands trembling as they cupped her face. Now, in the harsh light of day, regret clawed at me. Was this who I really was? Or was it just loneliness amplified by alcohol? Jordan stirred in her bed across the room, her dark curls spilling over the pillow. She sat up slowly, avoiding my gaze. "Jock, about last night." Her voice was a whisper, laced with fear. I could see the conflict in her eyes. The same eyes that had sparkled with mischief when we'd met freshman year, bonding over late-night study sessions and shared dreams of escaping our small-town upbringings. She came from a conservative family in Alabama, church every Sunday, expectations heavier than mine. It was a mistake, right? We were drunk. I nodded too quickly, forcing a smile. Yeah, totally. No big deal. But inside, a storm brewed. It wasn't a mistake for me. It felt right, terrifyingly right. As we got ready for class, the silence between us was deafening. I wondered if she felt it too. The pull, the confusion. That afternoon in psych lecture, I couldn't focus. The professor droned on about identity formation, and all I could think was how my own was fracturing. Was I gay? Bi? Or just infatuated with my closest friend? The thought of telling my parents made my stomach twist. Dad, with his military background, would disown me. Mom would cry and pray for my soul. By evening, Jordan suggested we grab coffee off campus, her way of pretending normalcy. At the cafe, under buzzing fluorescents, she fidgeted with her cup. "Jock, I love you as a friend. But if anyone found out..." She trailed off, her eyes darting to the door as if expecting judgment to walk in. I wanted to scream that it didn't matter, that we could figure it out together. Instead, I murmured agreement, burying the ache. That night, alone in my thoughts, I replayed every moment. The way her laugh lit up rooms, how she defended me against bullies and high school stories we'd shared. This wasn't just a crush. It was love, raw and unbidden. The next day, tension simmered. Jordan started spending more time with our mutual friend group, laughing a bit too loudly at guys' jokes. Was she overcompensating? I caught her glancing at me during lunch, her expression unreadable. Inside, I battled myself. "Push it down, Jocelyn. Don't ruin the friendship." But the kiss haunted me, a what if that gnawed at my resolve. When she texted me to meet at the library, my pulse raced. There in the stacks, she cornered me. "We need to talk for real." Her voice trembled. That kiss scared me because it felt good. But my family, they'd kill me. My breath caught, so she felt it too. We stood there, inches apart, the air charged. I reached for her hand, but she pulled back. "Not here. Not now." The rejection stung, but hope flickered. That evening, as we walked back to the dorm, she confessed more. Her older sister had come out years ago and been cut off, living in poverty now. "I can't be like her, Jock. I just can't." Her words hit like a punch. Was our potential love worth that risk? I lay awake, inner turmoil raging. Why did society make this so hard? Why couldn't we just be? Days blurred into a fragile routine. We avoided being alone, but stolen glances betrayed us. One night, during a campus party, alcohol flowed again. Jordan danced with some guy, her eyes meeting mine across the room, filled with apology. Jealousy burned. I left early, tears streaming. Back in the dorm, she followed soon after. "Jock, wait." We argued, our first real fight. "You're acting like it meant nothing." I accused. "It meant everything." she shot back, voice breaking. That's why I'm terrified. We collapsed onto my bed, talking through the night. She admitted questioning her sexuality for years, suppressing it for her family's sake. I shared my own doubts, the pressure to conform. By dawn we agreed to explore it secretly, just us. But doubt lingered in my mind. Was this fair to either of us? Hiding who we were. The decision felt like a pact with the devil, thrilling yet doomed. As weeks passed, our secret deepened. Stolen moments in hidden spots, hands brushing, whispers of affection. But guilt shadowed every touch. Jordan's calls home grew strained. She lied about her busy schedule. I noticed her withdrawing, the weight of deception eating at her. One afternoon she broke down. What if they find out? I'd lose my scholarship, they pay for it. Her fear was palpable. I held her, but inside I questioned. Am I selfish for wanting this? For pushing her into this shadows? The first crack appeared when her roommate, our friend Mia, overheard a late-night conversation. Mia confronted us the next day, eyes wide. Are you two together? Panic surged. Jordan denied it vehemently, hurting me deeply. No, it's nothing like that. Mia seemed unconvinced but dropped it. That night, Jordan apologized profusely. I panicked, Jock. I'm not ready. Her words cut. Was I ready? The inner conflict intensified. Love her or let her go to spare the pain. Society's gaze felt everywhere. Campus whispers about those girls in our hall made us paranoid. I started researching online. Stories of outed students facing backlash, families disowning, fueled my anxiety. One evening, Jordan suggested we cool off. Maybe we need space. Devastation hit. Was this the end before it began? I agreed outwardly, but inside rebellion stirred. No, I wouldn't let fear win. But at what cost? The separation lasted a torturous week. I threw myself into classes, avoiding the dorm as much as possible. Jordan did the same, her texts curt and infrequent. But the void she left was immense. Every corner of campus reminded me of her. The bench where we'd studied, the cafe where we'd confessed fears. Inner voices clashed, one urging me to fight for us, another warning of the destruction ahead. Was love worth the wreckage? Then, a call from home shattered my fragile composure. Mom's voice was cheerful at first, asking about classes, then probing. Any boys catching your eye, sweetie? I mumbled no, but her follow-up hit hard. Your dad and I worry you're too focused on friends. Remember, family comes first. The subtext was clear: conform. Hetero. Success. Hanging up, tears welled. How could I tell them about Jordan? They'd see it as a failure, a sin against their values. That night, I sought Jordan out at a study group. She looked exhausted, dark circles under her eyes. After, we walked in silence until she spoke. I miss you, Jock. Relief flooded me. We found a quiet park, sitting on a bench under streetlights. I can't stop thinking about us, she admitted. But the risks. I took her hand. We'll face them together. It was a vow, naive perhaps, but in that moment necessary. Our reunion was tentative, built on whispers and caution. We dated in secret, sharing dreams of a future where we didn't hide. But reality intruded. Jordan's family visited unexpectedly for a weekend. Panic mode. I stayed away, pretending illness. She texted updates, her stress evident. They're asking why I'm not dating anyone. Lying to them gnawed at her. After they left, she was distant, guilt-ridden. I hate this, Jock. Pretending. The pressure built. One day in ethics class, the discussion turned to moral dilemmas. Hiding truths for love versus honesty at all costs. It mirrored our life. I argued for love. Jordan stayed silent. Later, she confessed. What if we're wrong? What if this is just a phase? Doubt crept in. Was it? Or was society conditioning us to think so? A turning point came at a campus pride event. I wanted to go. Jordan refused, terrified of being seen. We fought again. You're ashamed of me, I accused. No, of what they'll think, she retorted. Tears flowed. That night alone I pondered the cost. My self-worth eroding, her anxiety spiking. Was this sustainable? Weeks later, betrayal struck. Mia, our friend, had been gossiping. Whispers reached Jordan's sorority sisters. One confronted her. Is it true about you and Jocelyn? Jordan denied, but the damage was done. Rumors spread like wildfire. Jordan blamed me for being too obvious. Hurt exploded. You think this is my fault? Our argument escalated, words like daggers. Maybe we should end this, she said, voice cracking. I stormed out, heart shattered. Days of no contact followed. Inner turmoil peaked. Had I pushed too hard? Was love supposed to hurt this much? I confided in a counselor anonymously, learning about internalized homophobia. It fit Jordan, her family's influence deep-rooted. Reconciliation came unexpectedly. Jordan showed up at my door, eyes red. I'm sorry. I love you, Jock. For real. We embraced, but caution lingered. We decided to be more careful, but the seed of doubt grew. Society's judgment felt omnipresent. Stares in halls, subtle exclusions from groups. Then the family bomb dropped. My parents announced a surprise visit. Panic mirrored Jordan's earlier one. I begged her to act normal. During dinner at a local restaurant, tension was thick. Mom eyed Jordan suspiciously. You two seem very close. Jordan laughed it off, but I saw the strain. Later, alone with me, Mom probed. Is there something going on? You know our values. I denied, but the lie burned. That night, Jordan and I argued again. Your family is just like mine, close-minded. Resentment built. Was our love strong enough to withstand this? As months passed, we navigated minefields. Jordan started therapy secretly, unpacking her fears. I did the same, building resolve. But a major conflict arose when her sister reached out, the outcast one. Come live with me if needed, she offered. Jordan wavered, tempted by freedom but terrified of the fallout. The decision point, Jordan's birthday. I planned a secret getaway, but she hesitated. What if we're caught? Frustration boiled. We can't live like this forever. The fight revealed cracks, her prioritizing family approval over us. In the aftermath, we took a break. Solitude forced reflection. The price of love was isolation, lies, pain. Was it worth it? Jordan's inner battle mirrored mine, choosing self or conformity. Reunion felt inevitable but changed. We met at our old cafe. I want to come out, she said, trembling. Shock hit. But your family? I'll deal with it. Hope surged, but fear too. This was the turning point, the choice to fight. The coming out plan was meticulous, born of desperation and resolve. Jordan decided to tell her sister first, the safe bet. On a video call, tears flowed as she confessed. Her sister's response. I knew and I love you. Relief washed over us, but it was just the start. Next, her parents. Dread loomed. I supported from afar, my own fears bubbling. The call happened on a rainy afternoon. Jordan paced our dorm, phone in hand. I listened from the bathroom, heart racing. Mom, Dad, I have something to say. The words tumbled out. I'm gay and I'm in love with Jocelyn. Silence, then explosion. Her dad's voice boomed. This is a phase. You're confused. Mom cried, invoking God and family shame. Jordan held firm but ended the call shattered. She collapsed into my arms. They threatened to cut me off. The cost was immediate, tuition in jeopardy. Inner conflict raged. Had we rushed? Was her sacrifice for me? Guilt consumed me. That night we talked endlessly. I chose you, she whispered. But doubt lingered in her eyes. Society's backlash hit next. Rumors solidified into confrontations. A sorority sister shunned Jordan. We don't want that here. Isolation set in. Friends distanced, whispers followed. I faced it too. Notes in my locker calling us freaks. The pain was visceral. Why did love invite hate? My turn came. Parents' visit loomed again. I decided to come out too, inspired by Jordan. Dinner at home. Rented Airbnb for authenticity. Mom, Dad, I'm lesbian. Jordan's my girlfriend. Shock. Dad's face reddened. No daughter of mine. Mom begged. Think of your future. Arguments ensued, Bible quotes thrown. I stood ground. This is me. The aftermath. They left early, cutting contact temporarily. Emptiness hit. Had I lost my family for love? Jordan comforted, but her own wounds fresh. We leaned on each other, but strain showed. Moral dilemmas deepened. Jordan's funding dried up. She took loans, jobs. Is this worth it? She muttered one exhausted night. I questioned too. Love or stability? Society forced the choice. A betrayal blindsided us. Mia, the gossiper, escalated, posted anonymously online about our disgusting affair. Campus buzzed. Jordan confronted her. Why? Mia sneered. It's wrong. Friendship shattered. Trust eroded. We sought allies, joined LGBTQ+ group. Stories shared. Similar pains, triumphs. It bolstered us but couldn't erase scars. Jordan's grades slipped. Anxiety attacks hit. I pushed through but resentment brewed. Why her family couldn't accept? A pivotal moment. Jordan's dad called unexpectedly. Come home. We'll talk. Hope flickered. She went alone. I waited anxiously. Upon return, devastation. They want me to fix it, therapy. Conversion therapy implied. Rage boiled. I refused, she said. But the offer tempted her momentarily, confessing later. Betrayal stung. Had she considered it? Our fight was epic. You thought about changing for them? Tears, accusations. I was scared, she yelled. Reconciliation slow, trust fractured. As time passed, we rebuilt. But society pressed. Job interviews where family values mattered. Jordan hid her identity. I refused, costing opportunities. The price. Authenticity versus survival. The rally's aftermath brought unwanted attention. Local news covered it. Jordan's face splashed online. Her parents saw, fury reignited. You're embarrassing us, Dad bellowed in a call. She hung up, defiant but broken. Inside, she wrestled. Was visibility worth the alienation? I faced my own demons. Job hunt stalled. Interviewers probed personal life subtly. Family-oriented. Code for straight. I lied once, hated myself. Authenticity's cost. Rejections. Inner voice screamed. Conform or starve. Our relationship strained under pressures. Small arguments escalated about money, families, futures. Jordan snapped. Your optimism is naive, I retorted. Your fear is paralyzing. Makeup's passionate but exhaustion set in. A moral crossroads. Jordan's ex-friend offered reconciliation. If she denounced us publicly. Temptation, restore normalcy. She confided, considering it. Shock. You'd betray me? Tears. For a second, yes. I'm tired. The admission shattered trust further. We took space again. Solitude amplified doubts. Was love enough? Society's grind relentless. Reunion via therapy session, couples counseling. Unpack traumas. Family rejections, societal stigma. Progress slow, revelations painful. Jordan admitted internalized shame. I confessed pushing too hard. But healing interrupted by crisis. Jordan's scholarship revoked. Parents' influence suspected. Financial ruin loomed. She debated dropping out. This is the price. Desperation. I offered my savings but pride refused. The decision, fight legally. We consulted advisors, exposing discrimination. Victory small, extension granted. But publicity outed us wider. Backlash intensified. Anonymous hate mail, social media trolls. Jordan spiraled. Why us? I held strong outwardly, crumbling inside. A turning point. My dad's unexpected call. Saw the news. We need to talk. Meeting arranged. Tension thick. He admitted fears. Didn't want you hurt. Softening. But ultimatum. End it, come home. Rejection. No. Door slam, perhaps forever. Jordan's similar encounter. Mom pleaded privately. For your soul. Refusal hardened resolve but grief deep. As we navigated, love evolved, deeper scarred. But questions lingered, right choices? Society's mirror. Friends' weddings, hetero norms. Envy mixed with pride. Our path lonelier but authentic? Final conflict. Job offer for Jordan, conservative firm. Hide or decline? She chose decline. For us. Sacrifice immense. The job decline sparked chain reactions. Jordan scrambled for alternatives, taking underpaid gigs. Resentment flickered. Your principles cost me. But she owned it. Inner growth, from fear to fierce. My career stalled too. Freelance work sporadic. We moved off campus, scraping by. Intimacy deepened but shadows remained. Ultimate test. Family reunion, invite mine. Bring Jordan. Trap? We went armored. Tensions high. Dad grilled. This phase over? Standoff. Mom mediated, cracks showing acceptance. Partial win but exhaustive. Jordan's family silent. Her sister's support anchor. We built chosen family, LGBTQ+ circle. Yet betrayals lingered. Old friends resurfaced, apologies hollow. Trust wary. Awakening full. Protest leadership. Jordan spoke nationally, voice strong. Cost more threats but empowerment. Our love battle-tested. Decisions prices paid. Isolations losses but gains. Authenticity bond. In quiet moments reflections. Paths not taken. Happier conforming? No, but debates eternal. The storm subsided, scars permanent. We moved forward hand in hand. Was sacrificing family ties for personal truth the right choice? Or a selfish act that deepened unnecessary wounds?